Bienvenidas. Thank you so much for joining me today. So could you tell a little bit about who you are for some that may not know and how you became a pop sensation?
Okay, awesome. My name is Amara La Negra, born and raised in Miami. I'm a proud Afro-Latina, a proud Dominican. And I started when I was 4 years old in Sábado Gigante, a very well-known to the Latin community. It was a TV show that lasted like 50 years on air. And then after that, I kind of evolved, and from one thing to the other, I've been a performer, an actress, author, entrepreneur, a whole bunch of things. But I feel like the American market got to know me through Love and Hip Hop Miami. And then I became the breakout star, and then here we are.
Perfect. I love that. And I also love that you're Afro-Latina and you never try to hide that. It's like it's a part of what makes you different in a good way.
Yes.
Can you tell us like how you got to the point of being like very comfortable with who you are and as a woman and a woman of color?
I mean, to be honest, you kind of have to build your own confidence and your own courage, because the way that the world is set up is set up to destroy your confidence. So growing up, you know, especially in the entertainment industry, in the Latin entertainment industry, I never really saw people that looked like myself. And this is something I've been an advocate about for a really long time, about diversity. So it took a long time for me to understand my purpose, I would say a long time, meaning like I was about 17 when I understood, but understanding the direction and my purpose. And it wasn't easy because obviously, you know, I've gotten the "you're pretty for being Black." I've gotten the, you know, "your hair is nappy," this, that, or "you don't brush your hair," or I've gotten the, you know, "you have really beautiful European features, so don't marry a Black person so you can better the race." I've gotten all types of nonsense, but this is part of it. And I feel that as an activist, me continuing to talk about these issues of colorism, racial issues, and so on in our community is only but breaking barriers and opening doors. So
perfect. Topic that you definitely don't shy away from, and I feel like a lot of people need to bring more topics to, is colorism.
Yes.
You've dealt with it very publicly on Love and Hip Hop Miami. And, you know, how did you get to that place of being comfortable with bringing that? And did you feel like you need to like talk about it?
I mean, I most definitely feel like I need to talk about it, because not only am I Latina, of course, but before being Latina, I'm a Black woman. You know what I mean? That's the first thing that you see. And my children will be Black as well. My mother is Black. My family is Black, you know. So I feel like if I don't use my platform, my voice, to not only promote my music and all the great things that I do for the entertainment industry and all those things, but if I don't use my voice to actually make a difference for the people that are watching me and following me, then what's the purpose, you know? So besides all those things, it's important for me to put it in your face. Hello, yes, I sing, I dance, I twerk, I do all those great things, but we got a problem. Let's talk about it, you know?
Right. Let's definitely talk about it.
Yeah.
And I guess like with people of color as a whole, like we're still dealing with, I guess, the ramifications from the Capitol riots and upset Trump supporters still to the day. So do you agree with the statement that we still have a lot farther to go as a country with people of color?
Of course. To me, this is not even the beginning. This is not even the beginning to me, because this is not nothing new. This is not something that like, I kind of was a little bit upset for 2 seconds because I'm not a hypocrite. So when it was said like, oh, obviously with the whole George Floyd, he really, his life made a statement. It was unfortunate the way that it occurred, but his life made a statement that it has been impactful for this whole generation, you know? And it was kind of like very hypocritical from so many people, like, oh my God, we never knew that this was happening to you guys. Like, this is so new. I never knew that there was colorism and racism, and I never knew that there was police brutality, and I never knew, you're lying. So to me, it's like, you know, there's such a long, long way to go. I think that this is just only but the surface. And it's like when the George Floyd and protests and everything was happening, the riots, everybody was talking about it. Everybody was Black Lives Matter. Everybody had a post. Everybody had a message. Have you seen anything again? No. And then this is what I'm talking about. I don't want to be part of a trend. I don't want this to be like, oh, this is trendy, so let me do it now. I'm about that life. Like, I was the first one, you know, away from being a celebrity, away as a human, as a woman, I was the first one in the front lines when they were doing protests here in Miami. And I don't know, I just feel like, yeah, I guess I would agree with that. We do have a very, very long way to go.
Right. And how can, I guess, where would be a good place to start? Like, do we keep protesting? Do we keep talking about it and bringing up those conversations?
We can't stop the conversation. If you stop talking about it, they'll forget, you know? And I feel like we don't need to see another Black man or woman being killed because we obviously know that even if you video record it, it means nothing at this point, right? So it's like, we can't continue to see people die, our people die, because you could be next, I could be next, my children could be next, my grandchildren could be next, God forbid. But the conversation needs to keep being put in your face. Use your social media platform as the best and easiest way to reach out to so many people. Talk about it, discuss it. Let's come together, figure out ways that we can be supportive. If you want to be an ally, at the moment you see someone disrespecting or being, unfair to someone of color, which I'm not a fan of the term, but of color, or a Black person, whatever, use your voice to say something, record, be part of the difference. And I just think it's just unity. We need more unity amongst us as human overall.
And we definitely need more than a month to talk about Black issues, right?
Thank you, which I'm not a fan about, and I don't mean it in the wrong way. I just hate when it's like, it's Black History Month. After this month, we're not talking about y'all no more. And I'm not a fan of it. I just feel that it should be, I don't want to say Black History Year, but I just don't feel it should have a limit. It's like, we should celebrate every day the great things that Black people are doing across the world.
In turn here, obviously we're still in a pandemic. Has that affected any of your works as an artist? And if so, how are you dealing with the stress of this?
Girl, let me tell you. Yes, most definitely. It has affected, I won't lie. It has affected because obviously as an artist, being in the entertainment industry is a luxury, is not a necessity. So it can be very difficult because these days now, especially with social media, every day there's a new artist. Everybody's a singer, a dancer, a rapper, Instagram model, everybody does everything. So people like myself that have prepared themselves with classes and courses and have done this their whole life, we kind of feel like, okay, so what's going on? But it also, you have to make the best out of the worst situations. And it also brought the true hustler out of me. It also made me be more creative during these times to survive. And I came up with business ideas. I came up with a whole bunch of different things. So it was good and it was bad. And I'm still trying to adapt to this new norm of lifestyle, because we don't know how long this is going to last. And we also want to be protective and careful of our health and the people that surround us. So I don't feel 100% comfortable going to clubs. And even though that I know there's a lot of artists doing it, right, clubs and doing all that stuff, but I don't want to do it. So I'm just being creative in this time and just kind of waiting it out, but finding other things. For example, I know that you already know about my Airbnbs here in the Dominican Republic, which, by the way, I'm in one of them as we speak. Oh, and yes, I use the pandemic to be a little bit wise and understand that you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You have to diversify. And, like I said before, the entertainment industry is a roller coaster. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. And then I was like, okay, well then let me be open-minded. Let me invest even out of the country. Let me find out, let me study, because this is a touristic country where people are consistently coming in and out. So then now I have about five condos. I have a couple of penthouses, and I'm very excited about this new journey, and I'm working on more projects, and every 3 months I'm doing something new.
Yeah, I love that. And maybe we have a book coming out soon, because I would love to hear.
Yes, I actually am working on the second edition of Amarita's Way. The first one is available on Amazon.com and Barnes and Nobles. It talks about, it's a children's book. I have a lot of children that follow me and support me, and I thought that it would be nice to also be encouraging and put some love and support on them, because they are the future, as they say. It talks about never giving up on your dreams, the love that you should have for your mom and the support, and just embracing and accepting who you are, the texture of your hair, the color of your skin, all those great things. So on this new edition, I kind of want to talk about those things obviously as well, but more about bullying, more about your rights in this world, as a children of color. I just wanted to change it and diversify it a little bit as well. So stay tuned for my second children's book, Amarita's Way. Go check out the first one now, and you can purchase it. And also, I'm working on a skincare line now. I'm working on putting out a couple of wig collections. Yes. Super cool. On that now. And I just want to I feel like last year and this year, I really want to feel more like entrepreneur. Yes, I love my music and I love the entertainment. And I love all the things that I do, but I kind of want to change it up a little bit and just take this little bit of time to do those things, even though I still continue working on music. We will soon be filming the 4th season of Love and Hip Hop Miami. I am never not working. So
I love that.
Yes.
I love you on that show too. And I'm so glad to see like, a brown girl like on there, like me, to kind of represent.
Yes.
So
Most definitely. Oh, and I can't forget, I'm also working on a podcast, closing that deal now. Working on a podcast. Oh my God, there's so many things going on. I'd be lost sometimes. But if you want to know more, just follow me at Amara La Negra ALN. Amara La Negra ALN on all my social media platforms for more information.
Thank you so much, Amara. I know you're busy. I'm gonna let you go, but thank you so much for, spreading some light, some inspiration right here for us. And yeah, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you. And by the way, you're beautiful. And I wish that we could have done this interview in person. So the vibes, the energy, but I get it.
I know. I could feel that through the Zoom, though. Like you have a lot of like energy though. Thank you though.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Most definitely. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the love and support. You already know. Stay tuned for Amara La Negra. So many projects and so many things coming my way. I love you guys. See you soon.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye, Amara.
Bye, Mama.